Hi, I'm Jale. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a general collective reading for today. We've just had a new moon in Virgo. So we're going to have a quick read of the energies that will be sort of coming up, that are already here and that we'll be sort of seeing over the next few days or until Spirit, obviously until the next reading, which is going to be Monday. If you want to join us Saturday, we've got the Psychic Saturdays on Twitch. Link is in the description box below. That will be 11 p.m. British Standard Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow on Twitch. Again, it is a Psychic Saturday. All are welcome with good vibes. Obviously, only those with good vibes. Please join. You're very welcome. You're more than welcome. Scylla, hello. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope all is well with you. Thank you for the two of you guys who like the stream. I appreciate you. As you can see, we're just saging. We're just saging everything. I've just completed the reading for Capricorn and Aquarius. Little heads up. Capricorn's reading was very, I'll be honest with you, very beautiful. I'm smiling still, so that just gives you an indication. Now, it depends how many of you are going to be watching that in the chat. Let me know. And if there's a few of you watching, we'll see. I may well do... Oh, I can't. I'm going to be working. I was going to say I might do a premiere of that one because it was such a lovely reading. But we'll decide. Let's see how many of you would be watching the Capricorn reading first off, and then we'll see. The Aquarius reading was very interesting. Okay, let me give you a heads up. If you are thinking of watching the reading and you've had a lot of bad luck recently, watch the Aquarius reading. That's what I'm going to say. Mark, hello. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope all is well with you. Rebecca, hello. Thank you. I hope you're doing very well. I hope everyone is well with you. Tianina, hi. Your whole house and neighborhood are being saved, as are mine. I've got yes, I've been doing a lot of this. So yes, I totally understand you, and thank you so much for joining us. I hope you're doing very well. Nina, thank you. I appreciate you. It takes me 15 years, but I wanted a different look. I thought, if there's going to be some weird energies in here, I want to look cute while I'm, kicking some energetic butt. So yeah, I just thought we'll do a bit of a curl today, see how that goes. Let's have a look. I know a Aquarius Aquacuspa, lol. The Capricorn energy, like, I don't want to give it away. Okay, so this is how I'm going to define it. Like I said for the Aquarius one, if you know someone that's been having a lot of bad luck and things aren't really progressing, there's information there, okay? For the Capricorn reading, it's just very beautiful. I was just in my feels, and I'm going to give you a bit of a spoiler alert. Out of all the readings I've done in a year, this one almost, I had to literally correct myself. I nearly actually cried. It's the closest I've got to crying, all right? And I can't say anything else, but it was, it just took over me. It was like a freaking wave. I was like, the heck is this? So I pulled it together. Don't worry, I don't pause for 15 years in this one, but it was actually a very beautiful reading, and it was someone that was very keen to get a lot of information out there. So if this is, again, let me know if this is going to be you. I might try while I'm working and tune in to maybe do a premiere and tune in and watch it with you guys. I would like to do that, but again, because it's the time, we'll see. Let me see if I can do something about that. Okay, so hello, Susan. Happy Friday to you. I hope you're well. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. I hope everything is good with you. Let's see. Everyone's saying hello to everyone else. For the 6 of you that's liked the stream, I appreciate you. I feel like this is going to be a twin flame reading. I'm going to put it out there. Joanna, hello. Happy Friday. Hope you're all doing very well. Again, I've got very strong twin flame energy coming up around me. We've got a new moon, guys. We've just had a new moon in Virgo. How have you been doing with this new moon? Have you felt any shifts? Have you been feeling any shifts? What have you been going through? Any interesting exchanges? So yeah, for where I am just gearing up. I'm getting so much. I feel like there's a lot of energy here that's being put into this planet at the moment, and so I'm capitalizing on that. You know, the end of story. Like, if you're going to plow this energy, and I'm going to just, you know, absorb it all. You know, so I think it's the best way to be. Sorry, I'm just keep lighting the sage. I need to top up the lighter fuel here. We're going to get going in a sec. We're just going to make sure that everything is a-okay. I'm feeling good, honestly. Awesome. That sounds very good. I'm going to do another little Florida water session here on the desk. I do this between every reading, but I want to do it twice today. Because of the last reading we did, which was the Aquarius one, there was a lot of information that came out that was karmic. So, removal, retract, remove, reverse. Reverse, remove, reverse, remove. I cried last night, though, out of nowhere. I guess emotions wanted to burst out. I've been doing well since. Yes. It was the new moon was square Saturn, karma. Saturn's about to go direct on the 29th. I'm going to say this because it is going to be for everyone. Between now and the 29th, observe best you can, but be very careful before you act. That's all I'm going to say. If it comes out more in the reading, I'll look into it. But let's have a look. I was crying for no reason yesterday. Yeah. Purging, obviously, but this is divine counterpart energy from where I'm looking at. This is very strong divine counterpart energy. Let's go. Okay, 7 minutes in, 6 likes. Let's see them. Oh my. Okay, yeah, look, we've got shadow self. So I'm exhausted, feel like I need more sleep. Yeah. Okay, so a lot of the symptoms people are going through are the masculines or the feminines. Take the and apply it, switch the roles, switch the genders accordingly, right? It's the other person that is in that energy that, as I've been saying upstairs, we're merging. So you have different energetic layers of the body. As a healer, people that work with energy understand this. We have the etheric body, we have the physical, we have the mental, emotional, and spiritual body, right? Etheric and spiritual kind of the same. Upstairs, there's a lot of work taking place, and we're anchoring that into the physical, and usually the last to kind of take place is us to manifest it. So the layers are being worked on. So the chakra centers, the spiritual, even the mental is being worked on. But because there's this alchemical union, this fusion energy, we're picking up symptoms. So if you're crying out of nowhere, yes, it could be the shadow, but it could be your person's shadow. If you're not sleeping, it could be the fact that they're merging with their shadow element, which means you're merging with them. Because again, it's a reflection of one and the same, right? So yes, I totally relate. I felt like I've wanted to scream for the last 5 days. Okay, I felt like I've wanted to scream for the last 5 days. It's not my energy either, believe it or not. It's a reflection. So I have to make sure I'm on that, you know. What you're going to be working through now is you're going to be tested. I'm going to just put it to you like this. And the way you're going to be tested is careful of any self-sabotaging patterns that you get yourself into that could be called into question now. For example, if you're the kind of person that has been in your twin flame union, speaking to them absolutely like hurling all kinds of abuse over email, and then you walk away the next day and you think, oh, I don't know if I should have said it like that. Do not be careful that you don't get pulled back into that energy, because there's an old pattern that you've been releasing that they're going to look to see if you're going to pull back into. All right, if you're not in that energy yet, maybe you're not even going to get into that energy. Maybe that's not going to be relevant for you. But I'm just saying, be aware that there's a little testy energy around between now and the 29th. All right, just be aware. That's all. You don't have to sort of invest in it. You don't have to worry about it. It's about being aware. This is an observational energy. Okay, slept in meditation all day yesterday. You slept. and meditation, or you slept in meditation. I mean, look, if you feel like you need to do it, do it. But can I just say, yes, that's a good way of doing it. But another, I mean, yeah, that is a very good way of doing it. But just if you can identify what the feelings are, and if you can try and work out why they're being shown to you, but just whatever you do, be very careful you're not reacting. All right. No worries, Mia. Thank you for joining us. I hope you're doing well. Hope everything's okay with you. So we're just talking here about the new moon in Virgo and Saturn going direct on the 29th and what energies that's going to bring. Train horn for some reason. This energy is what's been coming up in a lot of readings, the limitless energy. It's that abundant, very strong, kind of hugely vast energy that is on offer. But you got to remember, if there's no space for that to come in, we're releasing. So things are coming up to be released as usual. Let's see. Spirit, what is it you want to say? You know, let's see what you want to actually say, Spirit. Interesting. Wow, this is interesting. I'm getting dragged. I'm getting dragged. This message is I mean, it's for everyone, but I know this is also, they're looking at me like, they're saying be still, but be still is in reverse, because I've been running around like a freaking maniac. They're not happy with me. Have any of you been in that energy where you're like, you know, Mars and Aries, like a fly, you know, like, because this is what I've been in. This is the energy I've been in. My spirit guides are not happy, and they're saying, why are you doing this? So just be aware. Just be aware that, again, mindfulness, meditation. So Tina, if you've been meditating all day yesterday, perfect. But I'm getting dragged. Unconditional love in the reverse. Are you putting conditions on a love? Are you expecting something and it's not coming? So then you're trying to maneuver yourself into a position. I'm getting dragged today. Maneuver yourself into a position where you're expecting it, and like, who the heck do you think you're dealing with? Because let's be real, if you're in that entitled energy, this is exactly what I'm referring to. Okay, that's just one example because I'm talking about me. So I can only refer to myself in this case. Then my arse is getting handed to me today, excuse my language. We're being humbled. I'm being humbled. This is a humbling energy. All right. They're saying, listen, this is all in hand. Why? Calm down, you know, like just let it roll. Let it all kind of glide and sort of do what it needs to do. Ride the wave. Okay. They're saying, do you know where your happiness is? Let's remove the twin flame connection for a moment. Do you know where your happiness is? Let's say, for example, you didn't. Okay, we know you've got twin flame, but in this example, okay, and you know, spiritually, the union with the self is obviously important. The twin flame with the self, it's the union with the soul, you know, within the masculine, feminine, light and dark within the self. But separate, you know, let's say it's a love interest for a moment. Separate to that, do you know how to find your own happiness? Because Spirit's saying this is what your task is. You need to do that. If you're, let's say, for example, you live for these kind of readings. Do you know where to find your happiness outside of that? If the answer is yes, brilliant. Keep going. If the answer is no, this must be the focus, in their humble opinion. Again, if you feel like this isn't what you should be focusing on, then don't, you know. This is about building you up. Because you're being built. This is the thing. Have you, any of you guys, and I know a few of you are going to relate to this, where you've gone through absolute nightmare energy? And then once you kind of come out of that and you emerge on the other side, there's like this lull. There's this quiet period. And you're like, what the heck is going on here? My experience is this is when the rebirth is about to happen. And it's like they're letting the dust settle a little bit. And then suddenly there's this change. We're in that energy. So if you're trying to push things forward, Spirit is saying enjoy it, because you're being prepared for your next mission. You're being prepared for your next journey, your next steps. And when Saturn goes direct on the 29th, this is when the energy will be fulfilled. I'm hearing the energy fulfilled. Don't forget, we've got Libra energy coming up. We've got Sun going into Libra on the 22nd roughly, We're on the 18th. Already I'm feeling this energy because I'm like, hey, like crazy energy. My Libra, I've got a Libra midhaven. So I have to be in this Libra energy is like, I'm like, way, like very hyperactive. Now, maybe you're not in that yet, but this is trying to get you to balance. Because remember, I'm trying to read all this energy and I'm like, you know, trying to balance me and everything else. All right. So we're in this transformation energy. Mark, my happiness is moving onto a desert island. I feel you. I feel you. Yeah. But let's say, for example, you had all the money in the world right now. That's a good question. Yeah. If you had all the money in the world right now, what would you do? And if you don't have all the money in the world right now, what can you do? You know, transformation. I feel very strong autumnal vibe. We've got the 22nd is autumn equinox. They just keep saying the leaves are falling from the trees, which I mean, obviously, you know, thanks to that spirit light. But they're referencing the autumnal shift. There's a reveal. Because obviously the leaves fall and the branches, the structure remains, doesn't it? So the kind of aesthetic of the tree is released and the core is shown. Is the core good? Is the core a good, balanced, strong strength? Don't forget, trees are rooted very ideally far down so that when the wind comes that they can be rooted firmly. I'm not liking these analogies, Spirit. Can we give a more balanced one? I'm going to be honest with you. Scorpio season looks interesting because I feel like and I know for me, look, we've got Mother Earth in the reverse here. Did you really, Rebecca? Oh, wow. Keep going with this. I want that would be awesome. Yeah. The writing, good idea. Very good idea. Keep going with that. I hope it's going well. But well done. It means that they're showing you this. If you're getting the same messages as me now, brilliant, because it just means that we're onto something. And it's collective, you know. Perfect. Keep going, Rebecca. Keep going. You know, and this is the thing, when you're writing things, it's really good to look, because you'll end up keeping that and then you'll look back and think, wow, I was in that energy X amount of time ago, and it just shows the progression. It's a really tangible visual kind of progression that gets shown. Look at that, bottom of the deck, time out. Wow, the tree rooted. Look at that beautiful energy. It's ready to come through. There's an energy that's ready to be birthed. We just have to give ourselves and put ourselves in the right conditions and the right energy. Keep going with it, Rebecca. Sounds awesome. Sounds awesome. Right, let's go with the time. I feel like I was going to go and jump into something else, but Spirit are like, we've got a lot of divine. This has been happening a lot. I don't even shuffle and all the cards land where they want me to read them. And I'm like, we have a visitor. I know someone's going to get emotional because now I'm getting emotional. Archangel Michael has appeared again. I'm smiling now. I don't know why, but this card, is it? No, that was a little too many. Okay. Hi, Karen. I hope you're doing very well. No worries, hon. No worries, no worries. Okay. Phil, just to recap. New moon in Virgo. We've got Libra season coming up where things are being released like a tree, you know, releasing the leaves. The core is being revealed, the strength, the structure. So the aesthetics is being released and the actual core element is being shown. And this is the energy of balance that they want you to get into. Ready for Scorpio season, so October, November. So again, coming up to 2020, the 22nd, again, looking at the time, we've got 2020. So there's a strong balancing energy here, divine union energy. They want you to get into that very strong core. I just keep hearing retreat. So they want you to kind of, well, they want all of us to get into that energy, very unconditional loving energy, and be still for a moment while this energy kind of balances itself out, because it will be in Libra. It's be a little bit up and down. Where's this going, Spirit? Is this which way? You're saying keep it. They're saying leave it as it is. We've got clock in the reverse. Needs time, takes time, in time cycles, time to heal, progress, and it's in the reverse. And I've just heard stop the clock. Now, obviously, karma, I don't know why I said that, but Saturn, the Lord of Time, goes direct on the 29th. And I'm going to be really honest with you. We had, which reading was it? Was it Capricorn? It was Capricorn's reading that was like, the timing on a card that was shown blew my mind. I've never had it that kind of specific timing wise, but there's, again, Saturn equates to the Lord of Time, Chronos, okay, in I think Greek. I think he's a Greek god, isn't he? Chronos. This is the Lord of Time, gave birth to I think Saturn and Jupiter. This is in reverse. It's like stop the clock. So whatever's been going on in this twin flame union, there was a deadline on the 29th. I can't even talk. 29th of September is going to be a very, very, very significant day this year. But Mark, from where I'm reading it, the stop time is up until the 29th. So because we've already had Saturn. We've already had Saturn in retrograde, and retrograde implies a removal, or, you know, a pause in time, doesn't it? So how I'm reading this is that up until the 29th was the pause, because that pause time. Yeah, Greek. It's a Greek. I think it's a Greek. Is it Greek word? I think, Rebecca. I think it's a Greek word. But do you know? Interestingly, I had a lot of this energy in the last 3 years. A lot of that energy, Chronos, very kind of tapping into that energy. But there's definitely, I mean, look, this is how I'm reading this. Don't forget, we're in Libra season, which is about balance as well, which will be on the 22nd of September when we go into Libra. I'm reading this clock in the reverse as, again, stop the clock. It's like they had to do that in Saturn retrograde. The dates for Saturn retrograde from May the 11th. So May the 11th may be significant for you, but this is, again, how I'm viewing May the 11th, 2020 up until the September the 29th. This is how I'm viewing this card, okay? But again, feel free to apply your own sort of interpretations. Heartbroken in the reverse. Heartbroken in the reverse. So there's a healing that was taking place until that time. It's like the gates are opening. So there was a timing issue here with this, that from the 29th of September is being, and again, it's reflected in a lot of the readings I've been doing as well, okay? Let's say karmic cycles, deadline, karmic cycle deadline. This is, if someone's been in a, look, I'm going to try and move around this energy a little bit, because I don't want to, every time I talk about this, that energy comes into the reading, and I'm trying to look at just, you know, the core people involved. I'm trying not to look at that sometimes, because obviously, unless it needs to be read immediately. Now, I've got a feeling that energy is going to come up in this read. And if it does, I'll read the energy as appropriate. But because, again, time implies control, doesn't it? When you are very time-based, it's very physically led, isn't it? Because, again, upstairs, they don't have time, do they? This is a timeless energy. Energy is fluid. Energy is timeless. There is no beginning, middle, or end. It just is. So the karmic energies tend to be an opposing energy, or a dualistic energy that wants the time, wants to keep the time. What very kind of, this is mine. This is a very possessive energy that I'm, again, the timing, again, because you can't beat time. You can't beat that. It doesn't, you know, do you know what I mean? It's like, if you're getting into that perspective, it means that again, this is from ego. This is a very egoic type of energy, all right, from where I'm reading. That is what is due to be released. Oh, goodness me. Oh, dear. Do you know, I don't know why, but I just saw a tree then. I don't know if you're putting, if you're going to obviously keep him there, or, you know, what is happening with that. But I keep seeing a tree. Maybe you're trying to look for somewhere peaceful for him. Possibly. I don't know. I just saw a tree then when you said that. Yeah, stop the pattern, silent treatment, abandonment. So there's a lot of this underlying energy that we're tapping into. My throat. Tapping into today. Thank you for your likes, guys, or seven likes. I appreciate you. Let's jump in. Let's jump right into this energy. Let's see. What else can you tell us here? What is the message? Wow. Someone is, again, time, ego. It's like someone wants to avoid to be vulnerable. They don't want their masters fall. The golden mirror. The golden mirror. Self-absorbed narcissist, one-sided relationship, love bombing. To acknowledge the true feelings in the self, it means you have to be vulnerable, and someone doesn't want to do that. Do you know, where do I feel like there's something like, I don't know why I'm hearing this. Is there a tradition in someone's culture here? And I don't know why I want to say this. It could be Central or Southern America. I'm hearing Incas that's supposed to be lucky. Why do I feel like someone's just told me that, and it's an ancestor? This is a South Central American energy here, very native energy. I'm getting, I don't know why someone's just said Guatemala. I don't know why, but why do I feel like possibly around that area that's actually lucky? That's supposed to be very highly regarded. That's supposed to be a blessing, because it means there's a comfort implied or something. I'm just hearing somewhere in the world, it could be Guatemala, could be Central America, South America, somewhere, that's supposed to be very lucky. I mean, I'm not of that culture. I'm just listening. So if anyone can confirm that, let me know. But yeah, I'm hearing this is supposed to be very lucky. So anyway, we're going to look at these energies first of all. What time was it? I don't know. We've got a delay on the chat mark. So even if you say that, I'm not going to catch the time in time. Did anyone manage to catch the time when Mark posted that? Tianina, no offense, but we're not really reading that energy at the moment, hon. If you want a personalized reading, let me know and we'll book you in. 2028. Wow, that was yeah, that energy is I'm in a time warp for some reason. That just put me into a I don't know why I want to say this when you gave me that time. You know, when you do something about the light barrier, the speed of sound. I don't know why I want to say this. Oh yeah, they're everywhere at the moment. They're everywhere because, again, with the energy that I'm trying not to tap into right now, Mark. I'm trying not to tap into that energy right now because I'm just going to lay it very clear, and let's just once and for all. If it comes up in the reading again, it comes up in the reading again. There is a huge distraction energy, karmic. Okay, this is twin flame karmics that are going to be all kinds of distraction, readings, distractions, energy distractions, everything distractions. Okay, now I'm very aware of this, so I'm trying to focus at the moment because there needs to be messages, given. And if we keep relying and looking into all these other energies, we're never going to get these messages out. And if you notice the last two lives, that's all that's happened is we start going down this route of distraction and then we welcome it all in. I'm not going to do that. So we're going to focus on what they're giving. If that message comes up, then it comes up, but it feels like this is a distraction at the moment. So I'm going to keep going. The runner. The runner in a codependent relationship, fear of intimacy, listening to ego. Someone is scared, okay? In the physical, there's an energy here that someone is very scared of admitting their vulnerabilities, because it means they have to be honest about their feelings, and then the work happens. All right. Heart with a key. Heart with a key. Welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together. Perfect. All right. This Libra, look at how many references to Libra we've got with the key. How many? The first part of the month we had Libra, the key. Libra is balance. We're about to go into Libra season. I've been referencing the key, the key, the key, the key. There's an unlocking happening here with the vulnerabilities, with the ego, with the mask. Okay, it's all being released. But what's also being released is these energies that are desperate for that not to happen, because it means we're being liberated. It means that we're direct, we're focusing on soul mission, we're in our power. We're in a dualistic energy at the moment where there is an energy that doesn't want that. Now, again, you might watch this and think, well, that's totally out. This is not my energy. I don't relate to this. That's fine. But what I'm saying is, if you're not in this energy now, pay very close attention, because it's everywhere at the moment. It's in the last two readings. We've had all kinds of weird energy. And it's my responsibility, as per these guys, to make sure that I am giving a very safe space where the messages can come in and everyone is comfortable, which is what I'm determined to do. All right? Because this twin flame union is happening. Mark my words. Mark my words. Because there is this release, there is also a dual element to the release, which is opposing. And we have to be, again, Libra season, we have to be very clear what we're allowing and what we're not allowing. We have to be very, very hot on this from where I'm looking at. Now, you feel free to, if you're getting ultimate, other information and that this doesn't line up with you, absolutely fine. This just means I'm not reading you. But next few days, please be aware, because it could be that actually there's a positive karmic energy that comes to you. That could also be the case as well, where it's like, oh, brilliant, this is lovely, I've been waiting for this energy, this is perfect, I've been investing in this, and suddenly my karma's come in. But there could be opposing as well. Just be very careful you're not getting dragged into anything, sucked into anything, distracted. Keep your focus. From where I'm coming from, it will be, can you hear the train? It will be part of your blessing. Between now and the 29th, especially, pay attention for this energy. Soulmates. Yeah, 100%. I mean, from what, again, the feelings, all these other kind of just be aware of that. Like, I'll give you an example. We've got a free house at the moment, but in 10 minutes, my mum's coming back. Guys, let me know when the feed's back. Kim, let me know when the feed's back. I've just turned off the internet on my phone. Let me know when I'm back, guys. Perfect. This is an energy of eternity. This is a strong energy. And so, again, with the lightning references, the storm references, we've got it's a balance that is, again, sometimes a friction can be seen in the in the physical. Hi. Before this can have a smooth landing. We've got this energy here, which is the snake. All right, and I'm not even going to go into that energy because it's not allowed here at the moment until I welcome that energy in to read. And it's of a balanced energy. I'm not reading that energy. Not today. Not when I know there's already distractions thrown everywhere. Thanks, Susan. Right, let's have a look. What is it? What's the message, please? What do you guys want to get out here? Because I know you've been, if you watch the readings later, you'll see I'm going a million miles an hour because I'm trying to get all the energy out, because I know at some point something. Ah, look at that. This is lovely. Look, unconditional love. Look at that. That's beautiful energy, that, isn't it? Not that you can see it because it's out of focus, but it's basically someone holding a heart. Let me see. Not sure why it's not letting this appear, but here we go. Okay, so keys on a ring. Decision, unconventional, love, unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection. So the ego that's being released, the awareness of the ego that's being released is the fears, all of the things that have accumulated in you, this person, of why this shouldn't happen, why this couldn't happen, oh my goodness, I don't understand what's going on. This is what is being... Why are you showing me this? You know, when you... I don't know, this is such a random... You know, a baggage claim area in an airport? I keep seeing the suitcases coming off the loading area and then being kind of merged into different outputs to sort of be put on the carousel for someone to collect their luggage. I'm seeing all these suitcases being put into the position that they're meant to be in, ready for the person to collect. But there's a lot of travel references. So if this is someone at a distance from you, this could be a very strong reference. Can you hear me still? Because I'm worried that this is going to go in and out stream. But this is a choice, that healthy choices, making healthy choices in love and life, self-care, self-love, being happier. So there's a decision here that's being made to be happier, you know, within the self, within the connection, releasing fears, that kind of energy. Right, let's go. In fact, no, that's not the energy I want to go with. It's these cards that I want to go with. Loud and clear. Awesome, Rebecca. Right, let's jump in. Again, I'm a million miles an hour today because I want to get onto this. Is it really loud? Oh, load. How interesting. I've just said about loading suitcases. Anyway, that one wants to come out. I'm in this energy for some reason where these cards don't even need to be shuffled. They just place themselves out. It's bizarre. Okay. Okay, this is interesting. This is very interesting. Okay, here we... Wow. If you can't read that, now this is going to be a very specific message, but I'll go into the general message in a minute. But it says the Father. Oh, hi, Gigi. Thank you. Bless you. Thank you. I hope you're doing well. This is going to be a very specific message for someone, but it says the Father. Okay. And as you can see, you've got the orange and the blue flame at either side and the black and the white in the tree. Kieran, let me know how you get on with that. Just message me afterwards. I hope everything's okay. Someone's arrived. We've got the mirror here. So, Rebecca, I knew you'd like that. The Father is the masculine energy. Okay, it's the patriarch energy. Okay, the mirror is the wounds, the subconscious wounds, the patterns of behavior. All right, so it's like there's mirroring between you, your masculine self, your masculine person. Interestingly, we've got the King, we've got the box, we've got the prayer. Now, I think, Rebecca, I'm going to need your help again. I can't say it. It's a Greek word. Gnosis. Can we get a frickin' meaning, please? I feel like it's related to time, but this is a removal of the mask. This is a removal of a limiting energy and behavior, knowledge or knowing. Okay, so again, we've got a mirror, we've got knowledge or knowing, we've got the King and the box and the prayer. Someone has been manifesting, again, the paternal energy. So this is a very more dynamic, usually it can be controlled, but it's like someone's releasing, they're given knowledge. It's like they've manifested the truth to free themselves. But because they're doing that, it's also allowing you to have that same energy. And when there's an awareness of that level, it means there's a huge shift on an energetic level, on a physical level. Okay. So it's like big revelations, big truths. It's like, but it feels more on the masculine side. There's big shifts here on the map from where I'm looking at. And again, it doesn't have to be, it can be the feminine as well, but there's a big shift. All right. Because look, we've also got the maiden. There's a protective instinct here. This is the protector. Again, Archangel Michael, the protector. There's an instinctual energy that's coming out in the masculine that wants to come towards the feminine, or vice versa, right? That is pushing this energy along, which is big. Bottom of the deck, the creator. The creator. So there's an awareness here. There's a strong awareness. So what's just landed on the knowledge and the prayer is the ring. That's the second ring we've had in this reading. We had engagement ring, now we've got the ring again. This is commitment. It's like they've woken up and gone, yeah, this is my person, and it will be I'm going to marry them. No ifs, no buts. This is just, I know. Knowledge, the prayer. So it's like they're manifesting their higher selves, manifesting this, basically. Manifesting this. Okay. Let's see. No, they want these cards instead. No worries. Ring in the Sag reading too. Yeah, indeed. And the Capricorn reading, there's also a reference. It's going to be an interesting Libra season leading up to Scorpio season. That's all I'm going to say. Right, let's have a look. What is the energy? These cards, they keep up. My hands can't. They just keep placing the. It's like they do this and then they go boop. And I'm like, but I didn't do that. And if you watch, I think it's the Capricorn reading. At one point, my hand, I really need a camera here. At one point, my hand went like that, but it clipped a card here. And the card, I mean, it's the whole thing is absolutely ludicrous. The card flew and revealed another card. And I'm like, okay, this is not me. This was not my hand. It is my hand, but it's not my energy. Someone is acting through me to give this. I was like, can we calm down a little bit here? This is a bit intense. This card wanted to reveal itself. Very protective. Look at that Mars energy. Look, Mars in Aries. I'm watching. I need this is protective instincts that are going from 0 to 10. For those of you that are already concerned because that energy is a little bit intense, it's designed to be, because we're manifesting an outcome here. Your higher selves are manifesting an outcome that is going to start showing in the physical. Like the Sag reading. My Moon, Venus and Mercury are in Capricorn. Joanna, I want to try, and if I can, premiere that. Because I want to watch it with you guys, so that if you want to talk about it, I want to be in it, you know, I want to be there. Do you know what I mean? The problem I've got is I'm actually probably working, so I'm gonna have to I might try and do it early. I might try and do it at sort of 15-20 minutes earlier, maybe even earlier than that, because otherwise I haven't decided yet. Depends if you would want me, if you would want to chat at the same time. If you don't, if you'd be like, yeah, well, I'm not, if there's only one of you watching it, if there's a lot of you, you know, tell me, and then I might premiere it. Let me know what you think. That sounds fun. Yeah, I just, because I feel like it, again, it's like, it's such a, that, I don't want to put any more spoilers out on that, but it was such a beautiful energy. And because this is the thing, when I did that Libra reading, I was so blown away, I couldn't talk. So, and I knew as soon as I got into that Capricorn reading, I was like, no, the information is going to come through. I need to be on this and just giving all the information. And I'm going to look like I'm insane on it, but I got all the information out. Oh, bless you. Right, so we've got the mail here. Kel Surprise, Archangel Michael, did you say? Kel Surprise, the protector. Kel, these guys don't play. These guys don't play, okay? If you've had blocks, timing issues, you know, setbacks, anything, that's done. These guys, they're like, no, we're not. And if it's foul play, forget it. It's done. The protector, spiritual protection for the highest level, the very strongly divinely guided energy here. Very strongly divinely guided. There is a manifestation that you and your higher, you know, your higher self, their higher self is deliberately manifesting as we speak to show a certain energy, okay, and to get to a certain point. So if you feel like there's no movement, incoming movement on its way, incoming movement. Bottom of the deck, the clock. Number 37, that equals 1, beginnings, Aries energy. Underneath that is the snake. We're going to ignore that for a moment. Next card is the ring. Listen, I think you put that comment and you didn't even see that next card, which was the ring. There's still more cards that have landed here. So, I mean, look, this is 3 rings now, so there's definitely someone getting engaged. I mean, do you understand now why I was like, we need to keep going? Because I'll tell you why. I'm not letting this energy distract from this. This is 3 cards is energy building up from all the other distractions that have been going on, because spirit, that's why they're like freaking like a dog out of a gate, like a horse out of a freaking, it's like a horse race. I feel like I'm a horse right now, because they were like, get going, because it's like that they don't want that. Some energies don't want this, because it means the light is here, the light is anchored, it's strong divine union counterparts that are physically in union, which means game over for the lower energies, because it's like you're just creating something totally new. Then it's done, it's done, you know. So of course there's distractions and all this other ridiculous energy, and it will, I mean, look, this is on its way. Again, timing, this is the timing element. The stop the clock was to get everything in order. The stop the clock and the pause was to get everything in order. The distractions is to stop me getting the message out, so everyone starts losing faith, and then everyone gives up before anything happens. Hey, Alicia Nicole, 1313. Your energy feels very familiar. How are you getting on? Is everything okay? Yes, Mark, please do. Please do. So is everyone ready for the next part? Because we've got 3 other cards here. One's turned over, 2 are next to my mouse, and there's a reason for that. And I'm turning this card over because we're not looking at other snaky energy here. Karen. Swans. You're a little nervous about traveling here in about an hour. Oh, where are you traveling to? We've got swans here, and I've just referenced suitcases, so that makes sense. Yeah, we've got the 2 swans. There's a strong reference in the swans. We've got mirroring here. Again, working together to create this, but it had to be the right time. Yeah, that card, yeah. 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 Indeed. Indeed, indeed. Had to be the right time. We've got 2 more cards here. Okay. Oh, New York. There's a lot of people I have watching from New York. Welcome. I hope you're doing very well. Safe travels when you're traveling. I hope you're everything goes well for you. We've got the child here. This is very strong. I mean, first of all, this could be a new beginning. This could be something brand new, creation. But it can also be family, creating a family, okay? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, nearly New Jersey, exactly. We've got the fish here. Abundance. Strong energy, guys. This is some really strong energy coming through. There's, as soon as the time, you know, of this energy is released, allowed through, there is going to be some absolute insane proposals, stories. Guys, you have to, whatever happens, let me, I want to hear. I want to know what happens. Like if you turn around and go, oh my God, you know, I met and this happened, and I want to know. Like I actually want to know. I want to know what I've been reading for however long and the outcome. Thank you. Okay, so let's have a look. We've got 24 and 25 here. We've got 13. So we've got 1, 6, 7, 7, and 4. Could be significant. This card's just landed on the child. Or nope. Nope. This is the fourth snake fox card we've had. Nope, not today. The stork. New life, creation, destiny, bloodline, new life. Whatever's going on here. Oha. Yeah, Oha. Big style. This, well, remember we had this again, sunrise. The last live reading was titled Sunrise. This energy here, very again, new earth. I'm just going to put it in 2 words. This is new earth. That's it. That's the message. New earth. What this leads into is, I don't know why it's giving me that example. For all of you guys who've been sat observing the general public and population and have been wondering when things are going to move forward, and why is everyone so like not aware of these things, and why is there a massive lack of awareness? And because we're waiting for a new energy here. So what they do is they shake things up and they start putting lessons in people's paths, and then they observe to see if they learn. They stop the clock and they see whether or not these people have learned the lesson. And then when they think it's time, they release the energy, Saturn, 29th of September, to observe what happens next. What happens next is that this union comes into play. Okay, these unions, this happens, this energy from upstairs that is wanting, you know, the divine counterparts. These guys are in charge of, the lighted realms are in charge of these divine counterparts and energies, okay, that then once they're in union bring and birth this new world. This is essentially what it is. There, this abundance and blessing of energy that is I mean, it's there is no beginning, middle, or end. It's timeless. It's a classic. It was always written this way, because we're in a dualistic energy. Of course, sometimes, you know, these things happen, which is dying to get into this reading, dying to get in, to disrupt and doubt and cause illusions. No. This card here has just landed on the mouse, okay? The owl. These are your guides, your angels, your helpers, your spirit team, those people that want the good of you and your journey here, observing all of this and putting the pieces where that it's ready. We've got other opposing energies observing, thinking. Bottom of the deck, the karmic patterns, the cycles, the karmic relationships, all these other lower energy vibrations, fear, anger, greed, is due to be released. And it's like any egoic quality within everyone, within us all. We all have egos. Obviously, we're souls living a physical existence. Of course, we have an ego, otherwise we wouldn't be here, we wouldn't exist. But there are layers to the ego, and sometimes the ego can control and cause these energies. So it's about mastering that, mastering the self, mastering and balancing. Again, Libra, balancing with this energy that's coming in. We're going to be balancing that energy out. But something opposes that doesn't want us to balance it out. They again, it's holding on. It's the holding on, the control element. That's going. That's why we're getting all these distractions to throw us off course or attempt, because, you know, they're not in charge. These guys. These guys upstairs, they're in charge. The lighted realms, source. Hence why the surrendering is very powerful. But be very careful when you're surrendering, that you're not surrendering to something that isn't you know, is illusionary or false, based on falsehood or mask, or, you know, there's a card that's flipped that's hidden. I'm not acknowledging it. Car's just flown over there. Okay. It's done. The key. Libra season, the key. I did, like I said, the first part of Libra reading from the 1st to the 15th of September, I think it was, which was called the key. We're about to head into Libra season, and we're given the key. The release of all of these cycles that don't serve is again, this is what we're being offered here. This is the chance that we're being offered. The loss, the cat and mouse games, the predator and the prey. No, no. That victim, you know, martyr energy, that imbalance, that dualistic energy. No. You know, the loss, the feeling like you're out of control, the feeling of lack, that's being released. Yeah, I'm in agreement, Scylla. I'm 100% in agreement, because it's absolutely petrified of this lighted positive energy to be manifested, because it means you cannot have a new without something falling away or slipping away. And a lot of karmic energy doesn't want to slip away. It doesn't want to, because it means they have to surrender, and it means their ego has to take a knock, and they don't want any. This is about an ego death. Oh, Scylla, it's been happening, love, since the last 3 readings. Have you not noticed? Where we've had 2 lives that are just people coming in and just trying to disrupt everything. This is what, that again, like I said before, everything that happens in these readings, from the trains to the cards to my hands to what I'm saying to everything, has 15 million multi-faceted layers to them. Listen, I'm the middle guy. I'm the presenting energy of the messages. But everything around these readings, the people, the messages, the sounds, the noise, the freaking references, everything is a message. Now, you may sit and go, well, you know, I don't doubt that. As you've just said it, every time a card comes up, there's a positive and then something that's an opposing energy. Exactly. There's something here that has been trying, again, the last 3 readings, to block the energy, to disrupt. So, yeah, I'm in agreement with you. I'm 100% in agreement with you. They like to play games, but they don't realize what they're doing, you know. And it just helps me with, you know, experience-wise. So it's just basically making my defensive 15 million times stronger. I mean, I don't really know what else to say, but it's like I mean, look, you got to remember, this energy is truth, it's light, it's everything that's going on in the environment here around us is also a reflection of here. It's as above, so below. There's a mirroring everywhere, because all of this is due to correct itself as well with what we're going through, with the power, the hierarchy, everything, money, you know, everything is being balanced out. The reward system, you know, how people gain, give and take, everything is being balanced. So it makes sense that the factor that's going to allow this energy to come through in the external environment, it wants that everyone's, you know, the lower vibrations are scared of that, because you can't hide from the light. If you're getting a light shone in a shadow, what's going to happen? You're going to see everything. The truth is scary to people. So you've got a lot of fear that's holding on, hence why in these readings you've got freaking people coming in trying to disrupt everything. You've got cards coming in straight after really positive energy to disrupt everything, because this is what is going on in the world. This is a direct reflection. This is a collective reading. Sometimes I don't sit and say this is a collective reading, because I try and use interpretations that are going to benefit everyone. Okay, so take it as, you know, if you're viewing something that has a specific reference for you, take it. If you think that it isn't and you're viewing it as interpreting it as something else, then take that, you know. Okay, let's see. Let's see here. I'm just hearing, let's take a ride. I have to laugh. That's spirit, I think, being a bit tongue-in-cheek. They're letting the dance take place. They're letting this dance, because again, like I said before, the timer has stopped right now. When the timer is released, 29th September, they're going to observe. They're letting this dance play out. Because don't forget, when the clock is, you know, turned back on, the timer starts again, and then they're observing people's actions. The star, destiny. Let it all play out. Let it all play out. As long as you're holding yourself high with good intentions and you're staying focused, you're balancing yourself out, it's all good. If you're getting sucked into drama and getting distracted and all this other stuff, like I said, between now and the 29th, watch for the energy, because it's, especially if you're in a twin flame union, because these people, there's a very strong I just see Nina. Oh, so yeah, I mean, you could do. Oh yeah, you could do. Yeah, that's a good point. Actually, I thought you meant something else. Then, oh my goodness, you can tell where my mind is. Yeah, you could do. Yeah, this is again taking someone for a ride. Quietly, yeah, exactly. Yeah, look at the rainbow as well. She's got her luggage. She's got her luggage. Wow, this too came through in another poem with the still horse and rainbow. And there you go, Rebecca. You're onto something there. Keep going. You got to keep going. See, there's signs everywhere for everyone. Keep going with this. The Tree of Life. This is Capricorn energy. Tree of Life is also very much about renewal, DNA strands, legacy. Right, one more. Okay, one more. What was the message that you wanted to give, Spirit? I keep hearing that song, Let's Take a Ride on the Wild Side, and I think it's sung by, is it MJ Cole? The sun is coming out through the clouds. The light is here. If you look at the Tree of Life that I've just I've shuffled and put back in the deck, which was not very clever of me. Let's see. There was 3 birds in the tree. In the Tree of Life, and we've got the 3 birds here that are again via the sun. We spoke about this before, didn't we? The sunrise in the last live where we talked about the 3. We talked about the 3 a lot before. So it's you, them, and the relationship. So it's a merger of souls that is again revealing. So you guys, you and your higher selves are manifesting this. This is the lightning also. This is what we're referring to about the lightning as well, which is where things getting a bit bumpy, you know, to sort of land it, to land the energy in the physical. Things getting a bit bumpy there. Where are we going, Spirit? Where are we going? Which deck? Which deck? Right, I'll do this and then I'm going to jump into the tarot, because I keep getting more and more messages that I've got to say. Right, the 3 birds on. Oh my god, yes, good. I wondered where I'd seen that. Yeah, good point. See, look, well, again, this is exactly what I mean. There's all these little signs for everyone here. Right, so thank you for the 12 likes. I appreciate you. Let's have a look. Let's see other messages, please. What else did you want to? But again, Tree of Life is legacy, is heritage. It's the lineage, the seed, you know, the children, you know. So I think you're going to have more kids. Just FYI, you know what I mean? The birds. Why not? Again, this is the this is the goose. Why do I keep getting? There's a lot of geese references, isn't there? Someone else was telling me about a geese reference. Now I feel like that might be a swan. It could be a swan. No, it looks like a swan, doesn't it? That one. That looks like a swan. So this is a singular swan. We had before the two swans. Everyone's recoiling at the idea of having more kids. Oh my goodness, no more kids. Oh, that's hilarious. And then here he is. We've got Michael here. I am presence, rightful throne. It's a snow goose, is it? It looks like a swan though. Look at the beak. Doesn't that look like a swan? Look at the beak. See, I thought it was like a goose of some sort, but the beak looks very much like a swan. Capricorn in the medicine wheel. Well, I mean, Capricorn, again, we've got Saturn in Capricorn that's about to go direct, and Jupiter's in Capricorn that's about to go direct. And we've been talking about January for a while now, haven't we? Which is, again, 22nd of December, when there's actually a lunar eclipse, moon eclipse. Should I have done that and said, I'm going to be honest with you now first? Is that what I should have done? The rightful throne at the head of the family, creating more of the child, the offspring on the new DNA level that's going to shift. I've got to laugh because I can feel like everyone's like, no, please, no. Oh, you wait. Because you might be saying no now, but I'm telling you now, you give it a couple of months and you're going to have this yearning, which you know how that goes, okay? You're going to have the yearning that it's going to feel like you're going to be pulled into a direction and you're going to be like, I think I want children. And then you're going to be like, no, you're going to be like flashback, reverse to the point in time that Jale said this annoyingly on a Friday night. And you're going to be like, no, that's what's going to happen. Joanna, everyone's like, no, please no. Yeah. Birthrights. Lots of birthrights. Mark, don't start me off. I don't. Can you imagine? Oh my goodness, this energy. Again, we've got Libra moon at the moment. Everyone will be having you in their. Oh, don't listen, Rebecca. Can I just say you're so right about that? I've had so many messages where people going, I was in a position the other day where I really thought about giving up, and then I heard your voice in my head going, what are you doing? You must keep going. And I'm like, did I really say that? And they're like, it was definitely your voice. And I'm like, I've been saying this for like months. Mark, I know. There needs to be lots of practice sessions. There needs to be a lot of yeah, I agree with you there. Lots of practice sessions, lots of taking the time out to do that, of course. Yeah. Right. Where are we going with this, Spirit? You've got a message in here for me, have you? Are we talking about the practice sessions here, Rebecca, or what are we talking about when you're saying, oh yeah, same, it's brilliant? Are you talking about me in your head? Oh my goodness me. I feel like a bit, I'm sorry if that's the case. Right, let's have a look. Let's see the energies. Let's see the energies here. What is the message, Spirit? I can feel Michael someone is just watching me. I'm going to be really honest with you. You've got a very protective energy of a device. I just saw something out of corner of my eye. Again, do you see what I'm trying to say? As soon as I get a message, I get a distraction. Something doesn't want me to say this. I've got a masculine here that is observing what I'm doing in this reading to make sure that every bit of information is right from where they're standing. Very protective masculine, super protective masculine. And as soon as he came through, again, I got this block from that side, which I'm now reverse. Thank you. But this masculine is very keen on observing all of this. Wants to make sure it's right. We're in Virgo energy. This is the Hermit. So this is the energy of them, a lot of masculines, feminines, you know, take it as it resonates, where there's a finding your own inner light, finding your courage. I keep hearing finding your courage to, I'm hearing take a stand, either to support and protect you, or to take a stand with the truth of the situation that they know they have to come into. Bottom of the deck, Two of Wands, between two worlds, the old world and the new world. This is what they're moving into. They're trying to, again, Libra, balance. Four of Cups. There's this very strong regret here. It's like it's a mourning of the old life. This is someone going, my life is going to change. I'm just going to mourn this now because Libra seasons is here. Justice. What did I say? They're going to start the clock again and observe. Libra season. They're starting the clock again to observe. If it's not in line, if your union is being interfered with, played with, breathe in, breathe out. If your union is being played with, interfered with, then this, again, observe. The reason I'm going 15,000 miles an hour is because I'm determined to get these messages out. And I sound like I'm on, you watch the readings later, I'm exactly the same. Because like I said, you can try and do any of this shit to me. I'm going to be very honest with you for a second, but this information is still coming out. Like, end of story. End of story. And if you're watching this thinking, oh my goodness, calm down, listen, the last 3-4 days has been like a freaking jungle. Okay, so no, I'm not going to calm down. Yes, I'm going to keep going. The Sun, truth, enlightenment, the children. This is about children. This is about kids. The kids, okay? That's also very, very, very well protected and well concealed because they have to be. The unions have to be. The children have to be. Of course. Of course the children have to be. Justice. Justice. I keep hearing reclaiming what is theirs. I'll be really honest with you. Someone is not happy. Someone is not happy. And let's say your counterpart connection has been interfered with. This is going to be a very specific message. It's the higher self of the counterpart and your higher self that are not happy. Don't forget, I'm a channel. So if I'm relaying the message and I feel like I look like I'm speaking 15,000 miles an hour, take it as a message. Balance. Two of Wands. The ethers being grounded here. This is what we're working with. And again, this energy that we're putting back in the deck, because it's not, we're not getting into that yet, because this is going to be dealt with by upstairs. Let's see, what is the other message, please? What needs to be said here? Yeah. Exactly. The truth of the situation being revealed and movement. The timer being released. Movement. Chariot and the Ace of Swords. Movement. Six of Cups. Reconciliation. Cutting through the darkness. The truth. Enlightenment. Understanding. Victory. Like I said, the time literally going back on. And then there's an observational point for a while. And then truth is being revealed. Then they will travel to where they need to go, you or them, whoever, to reconcile. Six of Cups. The Ace of Swords, this energy here, this is not just yet. We're moving into this energy. So me getting all these messages out at 15,000 miles an hour is necessary, because there's all kinds of things. And again, you feel free to view this and think, oh my gosh, she's so massively exaggerating. I mean, you know, I don't see any energies affecting you. Congratulations. It means that you're not a target. It means that you're not at a risk of delivering information or being in a position that is going to shift something. So it means, congratulations, it means that you can do what you need to do. But this is coming, that this energy here, this is Archangel Michael's sword of protection. So what's happened is there's been a very strong manipulative energy, like a shroud or a veil that's covered someone, and they haven't seen it. They didn't see it because they couldn't. Because the timer, it was paused. Once the timer is released, that reveal, the curtain is opening. Like I said, this is why I'm saying just be very aware of what you're doing between now and then, because your actions will be reviewed upstairs, and they already are. So when that happens, all of this past X amount of months is being literally dealt with upstairs. So if you've acted justly, then you will be repaid. It's, you know, you reap what you sow. The harvest moon, the 1st of October is the harvest moon. The harvest is here. It's actually this time called the corn moon, because you're actually harvesting the corn. So this here, between now and then, be very careful what you're investing in. And like I said, if I'm talking 16,000 miles an hour, I want to get all this information out, because I want you all to succeed. I want you all in your power. I want you all on your top game. I want you all totally aware, and you're observing. You're being you're in a lookout point, because I'm telling you now, there's some of you guys very, very strong, powerful soul mission. That is exactly why I'm here to deliver this information, because I want you guys succeeding. No distractions, moving through all the challenges and learning, and then you're at this end point. The truth, the enlightenment, cutting through the darkness, ready. Of course, they're going to understand now, yes. There will be a big reveal. Again, it's the curtain being released. The moon. This card came out as well. The moon. I mean, I said it a minute ago, the corn moon. The full moon on the 1st. This is going to be an Aries moon, full moon. Don't forget, the last full moon we had was in Pisces, closing a huge cycle. This full moon is the first in a very, very, very long time of new moons, corn moons, harvest moons, which refer to bringing something to, you know, it's like the seeds of your efforts. Like we look a lot at the 7 of Pentacles, which is about the seeds being planted and waiting. This is it. Aries beginning the first sign of the zodiac, which is a brand new moon, which is a brand new cycle. The harvest. You've reaped the crops, you've reaped what you sowed, you've collected what was yours. I'm a progressed Aries moon. Showtime. Showtime. The moving parts are being put in place. It's all downhill. It's all downhill from here. And what I mean by that is, instead of walking an uphill battle, you're in favor with upstairs. They'll be working more with you. Now, but this is the but. Before we get to this point, like I said, distractions. There's all these distractions. Look at all these distractions all around. Let's say, for example, you're the kind of person to blow up at your twin. Say all this stuff, and then it goes back to square one, and then okay. My incense was out, and my guides were like, you need to get on that now, firstly. And secondly, distractions. like I said, be prepared. If you're not in this energy now, maybe you won't need to be. Maybe this is not going to be your energy. But I'm just saying, even the tests come in very subtle kind of ways. This is about being mindful. And don't forget, a test is just to see if you've learned from this, because they want you in the right energy before the next stage. There's no point faking the test and then when you get to the next part going, oh my goodness, what do I do next? Because it's about understanding and learning the lesson. So let's say, for example, your point of self-sabotage is, you know, paying attention, and let's say self-care is not your top priority, then that should be your top priority. So anything you know, you're going to know at some point your weaknesses. You're going to know at some point what your weaknesses are. I feel like that should be the focus, and just be very aware of testy energy, where it's like they want to lull you into some energy here that is not beneficial for you, and actually is going to draw you away from where you want to be. Just be aware of that, because it's for me, it's been following me around like a freaking bad smell. You know, because it's like they want me to get that information to you. Because again, like I said before, some of you, you're going to see this later and you're going to be like, oh my goodness, yeah, Jale said that. And some of you, you're not going to be dealing with this, or it will be on a very subtle level and you probably won't piece it together that this was the information I was talking about. It can be as subtle as you spending too much time on a computer and you having achy hands. It could be as subtle as you being, you know, it's that kind of umph to start a new project, that self-discipline to start something. It could be, again, don't forget, the planet of karma, Saturn, is all about tests. It's like, you know, old soul contracts and old patterns of behavior being released. It's about growth. You know, Jupiter, especially with that, you know, that growth energy that's really being encouraged, is, you know, definitely what they're trying to get the focus to be on. With Libra especially, it's about balance. Balance for the offer to come in. Balance for the offer to come in. Princess of Cups. Getting ready for the offer. Again, getting out of the head. If you are very focused, it's going to help get someone out of their head. All right. What's the message here, please, Spirit? We've got lightning coming, guys. Let's say, for example, a counterpart is not getting out of their head in Libra season. Could even be before the new moon on the 1st. The Tower. Clearing obstacles. Especially if there's people, energies that are trying to block. This, especially. The light always wins. Because it's the light. You know, you can't, the dark being put into the light is, you know, there has to still be at least one, you know, for a balanced energy, there's always like one candle, isn't there? But the dark to sort of, you know, restrict the light so much, at some point in time, there has to be a light that's struck back up again. So, bottom of the deck, the Magician. This is being manifested. This is manifested by you, your higher selves. What is the Tower of Energy, please, Spirit? What is the Tower energy? What's going to happen? What is the Tower energy? Okay. Bye. Bye. I don't want to say it because obviously he does. Bye-bye. Healing, temperance, balance, spiritual balance. Sun's out. The confusion being balanced, no longer confusion. The removal of confusion, the removal of illusion. Don't forget, Aries moon, very, very dynamic energy. Very, very, very strong energy. It's also very Aries, Mars and Aries energy is very much. It's, again, Aries is usually the Fool card, which is that leap of faith. This is also, the Emperor is also in Aries, because it's that controlled, in a balanced way energy, that hired sort of divine masculine energy. All right. And then the offer comes. Ace of Pentacles, the offer comes. This is preparing all for union here. This is all how this is being built in. This is how they're designing it. I don't want to put that card out there that I've just pulled out. I'm not going to say the name of it. There are times when I want to say the name because I feel like there's a message, and there's a time when my guides are saying, nope, we move on. Balance between the two worlds. This is what's coming in. Hi, Ray Ray. I hope you're doing very well. Bottom of the deck, the Ace of Cups. So we've had the sword, the pentacle, and the cup. The only thing we've got left is the Ace of Wands, which is very strong moon in Aries energy, which is the 1st of October. So this is the energy here between now and the end of October. So the Ace of Wands is that spark that creates that new energy. Star. This is destiny. This is destiny here. This was always meant to be, but it has to be again. It's the timing. This was always meant to be. Celebration. Celebration. Friendship. Celebration. 3 of Cups. They want you to know that you're not alone. If you feel like you're fighting this alone, they're saying, I'm with you. I'm with you all the way. 6 of Pentacles, balance. Now, if they haven't showed up in the physical, they are about to. 6 of Pentacles is balance. So if you've been investing in it, equal investment, as you can see, we've got the moon in the background there. 6 of Pentacles, balance, equal give and take. Interestingly, we've got the Princess of Wands. So the Wands energy is with the feminine has the wand energy and the masculine has the sword energy. So the sword, the masculine gets the sword of truth, the insight. The feminine gets that spark. So there's a mental balance with the masculine and a physical balance with the feminine. That's how I want to say it. And underneath that is the card that always triggers people. 10 of Swords. Bye. Bye. That always triggers people. I can't believe that that card has got that kind of visual image on it. Why? Like, actually, I kind of like that card. I need to draw it and blow it up and put it by. Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. I'm just laughing at my own jokes now. That's how bad it's got. Right, okay. Yes, I think we'll go, where are we going with this? Where are we going with this? I'm in this it's interesting energy. I'm like in this weird, I know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to do. I can't help myself, Rebecca. I'm one of these people that if I have to go down, I'll go down with a fight, if you know what I'm trying to say. Like, I'm not going to sit and freaking beg people. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Right, let's have a look. Let's see. More messages, please. More messages. I just keep hearing I'm with you. Someone's higher self. Go outside. Get some fresh air. It's time to go outside. Time in powerful places of nature. Wherever you are, fill at one with your habitat. Interesting. I was considering going to the beach on Tuesday, if the weather's okay. That was my personal thought that I was in. If you're being guided to do that, maybe have a look into it. Wisdom. Oh, wow. I've just realised we've got an owl there. This is the guides and the sort of helpers upstairs. Okay, I would do that then. I would definitely do that. It says, have you ever been told that you're wise beyond your years? Now is the time to call upon your inner fairy wisdom to help you with a challenge. So yes, if you need any help, make sure you're asking for that help from the lighted realms. Okay, because there is definitely support around you at this time. Yeah, Maria, definitely have a look at that. Let's have a look. Look, what did I say about the moon? this like manifestation, this harvest energy. Surrender to the natural ebb and flow of life. If you're feeling confused, there we go. This fairy comes to calm emotions and reassure you that peace of mind is possible. So I know I don't want to wish away time here. Can you hear that train again? I don't want to wish away time here, but there's definitely something happening at the beginning of October. It's like a release. So if someone's been holding everything in, kaboom. And then we've got purity. 2233. Oh my goodness. Wait, make a wish. Always trust in the purity of your heart. Look inside your heart, and within it, you'll find the answer to your question. If you're confused about how you feel, look at that. I mean, that is, I really wish unicorns actually, if I could have a unicorn, I would get a field and just let it roam. This is the elusive unicorn that wants to be free. Oh my goodness, my heart. This is making my heart go do a certain thing. Okay, I'm getting super emotional now. They view you as so unique that sometimes they don't want to contact you because they would rather you be free. Oof. It's like they're viewing their life and then they're seeing yours and they're thinking, it's a protective instinct. It's like that they're so different. I want them to be free. I don't want them to, it's like, again, it's a kind of low self-esteem thing because they're like, well, I don't think I would subject the person to this life, because they're still a little bit wounded, this energy, and so they're viewing you being brought into their life as a bad thing for you, not for them. They view it as a blessing. Mark, don't listen. I am almost crying in that Capricorn reading, and I'll be really honest with you, this card almost made me do it again. And listen, I'm just FYI, I don't want to be forced into a vulnerable Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups energy. Listen, I'm much better suited in the Queen of Swords energy. It suits me a lot better. It makes me feel happier when I've got my sword of truth just to cut people off. But this makes me in my Queen of Cups energy, and then it makes me feel very weird that I'm doing this on a live. But I mean, it is what it is. This energy here is really, look, the horse has got the lantern in the mouth, the light of truth. So it's like, you know the truth and they want you to be set free. It's very Sagittarius energy, actually. It's very similar to the Sagittarius reading that I just did. Let me pull one more. Yeah, look, this is what it's saying. And Tianina, if you feel drawn to this, then go for it. Spirit fairy spotting. It's time to go fairy spotting. It said that seeing is believing, but in fact the opposite is true. Believing is seeing. Wow. So this is manifestation. It's like, if you believe it will happen, then it will. You know, it's that kind of energy. And then we've also got look in a book. Whatever your question right now, you'll find the answer in a book. The words you find will bring the insight you seek. Okay, guys, and I'm going to leave it there. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow on Twitch for Psychic Saturdays for more messages. Please, by all means, join us. It would be lovely to have you there. Everyone welcome. All good vibes people welcome. This was your reading for today. I hope it's helped. Have a wonderful Friday. If I don't see you tomorrow, have a wonderful weekend. Watch out for the Capricorn reading. I will probably try and premiere it. So even if I can't, if I'm in and out, you guys can talk amongst yourselves. And then again, if we keep recording these massive readings that have got really high vibed energy, then I'll try and set them to a premiere so then everyone can kind of discuss it amongst themselves. Hey guys, have a wonderful evening, day, wherever you are. Have a amazing evening, weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.